All right, the desert is ahead of you guys. What are you guys going to do?
I hope it's also behind us.
It is.
Oh, sweet.
To the left and to the right of you as well.
Oh, that's good.
Team huddle.
Team huddle? Okay, team huddle. Is this Mud Buddy?
No.
No.
Well, my buddy's gone.
Oh, right.
He
he's
dissipated.
got
He
it.
Dried out in the sand you left.
Oh.
Can I have my
She was
keys
like-
back?
Yeah, of course you
Bracelet.
rested.
What? No.
It's expired anyway.
Ah. Air your grievances now.
I told you in the beginning, before we left. I said what I wanted to say.
And kept eating some dried food.
It was very good dry food.
Just got a little bit of it on his
Olive?
lip right there.
I did not sleep well. I slept horribly.
I heard. So, we can't do this divide.
No.
You guys know
I don't think we're divided.
sure seems that way.
We seem pretty. I don't mean. Are you having doubts about what we did?
Of course. I didn't want to get rid of Neith. I hope she's still alive, but you guys do know that there's more at stake than just Neith's life.
I agree. I wasn't only thinking about Neith's life. It's hard to say. I believe we need her to continue our journey.
If she is alive, our best chance at rescuing her is going to be moving forward before we go back there.
Are we ever going to make it back there?
Yeah.
He says, non-committally, like, yeah, oh, look at the bird.
I think that bird has a hot dog.
I don't know. I don't know
I
how,
think it's more of a hot dog sandwich.
I don't know how helpful I'm going to be moving forward. If last night was that hard to fall asleep, I can't imagine going on.
Oh, I think I have a spell for that.
Going forward?
To help you sleep.
Oh, to help me sleep? No.
Maybe.
So,
I mean, I could sick slumber on myself, so that's for enemies.
I mean,
Myself.
however you need to get to sleep, that's fine. Whatever you need to do. But if we're going to be a team, we need to do this here and now.
We are. We're here and we're going.
I want to make sure it's not begrudgingly.
And it's not begrudgingly.
Wow, that tone just sells it.
I'm preparing my spells for the day. Thank you.
Wow, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I can do this. I can.
Do you have trouble reading ANCAP? Because I don't get him.
I don't have too much trouble reading him, actually. Maybe because we're both weird.
Well said.
No offense.
Not weird enough, I guess. I mean,
So no one's at fault here. That's what I need to make clear.
Is that what you're trying to, like, convince us of? Or is that what, like, we should truly believe?
I told you what I stood before we left. So I was going whatever decision you made, and whatever decision you made, I was gonna hold against you. Not now. We have to continue our journey, but later.
What I want to make sure is after an evening of brooding,
Hmm.
that didn't help anything.
I was distracted building my sled.
After days fighting with Rodrigo, that's helped nothing. I'm not going to let Nanuraset get to his goal of dividing our party, possibly picking us off one by one and turning us. We
Well-
need to be unified.
I kind of just succeeded at one of them.
Fair.
Okay, god damn it, Ankep, you are making this the most difficult huddle of all time.
We're gonna dive over to Neith.
Contradictory Ankep, that's what I'm going to call
Neith,
him
you
now.
woke up.
That's good.
You notice that the scroll is slightly open.
Read me, Seymour.
And you hear footsteps coming towards your room.
I'm gonna put the scroll in the chest and shut it
Sure.
and stand.
Walking up to the door is a mummy. And he just goes...
I'm gonna sigh and walk whatever way the mummy is pointing.
He's pointing towards the clay stairs. And standing atop the clay stairs is Hakatep, with his arms crossed. He's holding his flail in one hand and a holy symbol in the other.
Is it like an ankh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to walk up and then remember what his creepy bony wife said.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just sort of give him one of these.
Mm. He nods at this and he says, "Construction continues." And he motions with your head for you to go.
I'm going to walk past him and go walk into that stupid room and keep moving rocks around.
He stands at the doorway and he's watching you. And he just watches you for a while and he says, "Do you think your friends wonder where you are?"
Sure, one of them does.
Which one's that?
Might be more than one. What do you have planned for them?
They will fall alongside Osirian. And you will watch it happen. And it will be a glorious return in fire and...
Whoa, no one said fire.
Oh, we're out.
Yeah.
I don't underestimate your power, but I think you may underestimate them.
He kind of just... His lips tighten on that. And he says, "I've seen them. I fought with them. I nearly killed them single-handedly. I was chained to a body, and I nearly won when I was a string tied to a kitten. Now, I am free, and I will kill them, and I will start to show you my... I first felt them in Wati, so that will be the city I destroy first." And then he seals the door and walks away.
It was so nice to you this morning.
Boy.
I'm gonna keep moving rocks.
No. Oh, go to the other guys.
All right, Ankep, if you have no more snide comments, what I want to make sure of
Yeah,
here is that both of you, but perhaps he's all as conscious a little more, there's nothing we could have done for her. The further along we go, the stronger we get, the more formidable foes we're going to face. And you can fight as hard as you want. Sometimes you lose.
So you don't think there's anything we could have done instead of coming out here? Like a just genuine question.
No. There isn't a doubt in my mind that if we went back in there, it would have been to our deaths. If they didn't kill you, they might not kill her. So our best chance at saving her is to come back when we wouldn't be walking into our deaths.
And what would that be, though?
I don't have the answers for that.
She's gonna let you die. She's gonna let you die.
Says the Neith in the back of his head.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what we can do is we can save Ernie. We can return Chisisek's body.
Where is he still finding rats?
He's pulling them out of a bag.
Nice. Good bag of rats.
We can save the bee people. And we can try to save Osiri.
Yeah, we can. We can do those things, but can we live with ourselves? What? Oh, sorry.
I can answer that question for you. Yeah. All right, Ankep. Jokes. Lighten the mood. Come on, that's what you're good at. Nothing. Go figure. Let's fucking go to the Maftets. Get on my camel.
Sure, so you guys are going to ride to the
Is
Maftets?
there anything you guys want to store on my sled?
No.
Okay.
You're going to build the portal with more stones?
Yeah. What else am I gonna
I'm
do?
gonna make sure to
You're
watch.
moving a bit slower today because, body's sore from
Yeah.
carrying stones.
But
Yep.
I did have a +2 to strength.
You
yesterday.
did. So it's a bit harder today. That's how we'll do the flavor of it.
Yeah.
If it's a bit harder. You guys eventually reach the Maftet camp,
Yep.
and the guards recognize you. But more importantly, they notice little Ernie, and they start speaking in their language, and you just hear the words, Ernie,
Yeah.
little Ernie. And then the rest is gibberish.
Great. Do you know what they're saying?
No.
I also
Can't you?
watched my sled.
What?
Can't you?
Can't
yeah,
I?
roll
Yeah.
percentage.
With my languages?
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh.
No.
It's big
Okay.
Don't you have comprehend language though? Or is that ANCAP?
I know I don't have
What's
that
that,
spell.
Panya?
No.
I think that's
I don't
Panya.
have it.
Panya has it. I do have linguistics. No, I don't.
One of the guards runs away
Oh, God.
and returns with Arayu a little bit later.
Oh,
the
perfect.
aged Maftet. And he falls on his knees when he sees you guys, and there's just tears in his eyes.
Oh,
And he
Lord.
says, "What happened? Is little what?" And then they kind of just like one of the guards takes little Ernie in,
Yeah.
and he's kind of just looking at you in like shock and disbelief. He's like, "I thought you guys weren't going to return. What happened to Usareb?" It's a shame, but I expect there was no other way. He was not one for talking.
No, he was one for flying and spearing.
Okay. But you found little Ernie.
Yes.
He seems troubled, deeply troubled. But
It might take some time.
medicine and talk will
But-
hopefully clear his mind of those demons.
Yeah, that's
She's
just
not hurt physically.
That is good to hear, at least. But
except.
to imagine what could turn a man's mind like that is
Oh,
alarming.
I mean, I literally almost choked this guy about 24 hours ago. So yeah, the Sightless Sphinx takes a toll on you.
I cannot offer you much.
Well, fucking give us Ernie back then.
We'll take him to the next village.
Pork.
But thank you for returning him and dealing with Usareb, as lost of a soul as he was.
Did we bury Usarab or did we just leave his corpse there to die?
I don't know. I wasn't with you at the time.
Usareb was not with our gods when he left this earth. I do not worry that he was unburied. He actually exploded. That's how he died.
Right.
Oh, was he one of the cultists?
No.
Oh.
Kinda. A little bit.
Oh, he explained exploding.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't need a reward,
Yeah.
but any provisions you can spare for our trek through the desert.
He nods and he speaks his language to the other guard, and the guard runs back in. And he just says,
Here's some balls of yarn.
there was more of you when you came. I'm sorry
Actually, no, it's
for
the
your...
same number now.
You were there for his statement, for just in
Like,
his mind. You
In
were
his
there.
mind.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's not a guaranteed loss.
I start weeping. On the spot.
He mutters a prayer in his language under his breath, and he hands you a small little
Me?
string of beads.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this for?
In our culture, they are used for mourning.
Prayer beads.
Fuck. Thank you.
We gotta go save Osirian.
Do you not want your provisions? Save Osirian?
What my friend means is we need to travel to more Assyrian cities.
Yeah. We gotta
There's
Make
more
a bluff check.
There's more tasks that we need to complete. No.
13.
Was that a negative?
It's not a negative.
Was it a 0?
No.
He says, what do you mean? What did you guys awaken there?
It was
It was already awake. We're just trying to stop it.
You know about the Forgotten Pharaoh?
No.
Hackatip?
Great.
No.
Good.
What are the names?
Ancient evil is
So
there's
about
like
those provisions.
it's a fool's errand. Don't worry about it.
He kind of just looks you up and down. The guy comes with some food, gives you a few rations, and then he says, thank you so much for what you did, but it's best if you leave.
Great.
Way to get us kicked out of somewhere we helped.
I can't wait to go to other places and put my foot in my mouth there.
Before I leave, I'll do diplomacy to like ensure that we have everything handled. Like,
Sure, you can give it a shot.
That's way better. 23.
He looks at you, he kind of responds with kind of a more confident nod, but you still terrified him to his core.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
At least he believes a little bit more in us than
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
The parched dunes is before you. Where to next on your list?
We are headed Soggy Eats. Yeah, Soggy Eats. Then Dead Soggy.
Yeah, Chisisek's tomb.
Yeah.
So that is
Like 5 days.
4 days away.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Neith's building a lot of portal.
So we'll fast forward to when the door opens again, and you see the mummy standing with food, but Neferuset is also there. What have you added to on your portal? What's your just still building the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still building the...
As you're looking at the stones, you notice that there is a curved stone halfway through that seems to be different. Where he got these like from some sort of Osirian Home Depot. Yeah. He got them
Pre-built
delivered.
stones.
Yeah, he's like, this is great. I would like that model. And there, it's like a obsidian sandstone color. It's really nice. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, but the door opens and Neferuset is there with the mummy, with the food, with the same bread and a few figs, and some water.
Water's nice.
Yeah.
You guys, you like figs here.
They grow abundantly.
I miss fish. The desert is is a miserable place.
There's dried fish, at least from my time. I've been sleeping for millennia. No, actually, millennia, but a long time.
I really appreciate the offer, but I'll pass on the ancient dried fish.
We have none left here. But I'm sure once we take over Osirian, the resources will be plentiful.
Well, then, I'll raise my glass to that and I'll chug back just a crap load of water.
She smirks. My dearest Hakotep, he speaks of a great future. Where would you like to travel to, if you could? I spent the majority of my life in Osirian and in the stars, and I have not gone much further.
You know,
Sorry.
I've been a lot of places. I've seen the seas, and I've seen the deserts, and none of it feels like home. But I've heard lovely things about the Riverlands.
The Riverlands. As I was saying, Hakotep, he wishes to... His reach, he wishes it for it to extend further. Maybe we'll one day settle in the Riverlands and take our journey there next.
Well then, if I'm still with you, I'd be happy to join you there.
If you prove to be as loyal and helpful as you are now, who knows what can happen in your future? Have you read the scroll?
If I'm honest, I'm a little afraid.
The darkness of the abyss is a dangerous thing. So, I do not blame you. Take your time. You're here for likely the rest of your mortal life.
I
And
got a
then,
little bit of time, I think.
then she motions to the mummy. Hakotep makes use of even the dead
Oh,
in servitude.
sorry, buddy.
He doesn't even realize the plate isn't even in his hands.
You're gonna give him a really sad, really dry fist.
When you read the scroll, if you read the scroll, I look forward to our next conversation. You are done for the day.
Oh, good.
Hakotep does not wish to strain you further than needed.
That's nice.
He'll be bringing some additional pieces from a Reshkish bed tomorrow to help shore up the pyramid, and then you will be traveling with him to speak to one of his generals,
I gotta go build the other side, don't I?
potentially.
God damn it.
I might ask him to push it further away if you read the scroll tonight.
Extortion.
She then turns
Your
and starts
favorite.
walking away. The mummy lowers his hands and follows her.
I don't want to be that goddamn mummy. I'm gonna sit down grumpily on the floor for a minute,
Sure,
just like push little stones around,
sure.
and then I'm gonna get up.
And go to your room.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys.
Trekking through the fucking desert.
Sure. Let me see the route you're going.
We're going Soggy Eats and then Soggy.
So ravine with Frank's mech.
You read it.
You get it.
What?
Tracks.
Tracks. Okay. Oh, going towards the tomb.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Or the
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
mech tracks.
No, with just cultist tracks to the mech.
yeah.
That's where we found the camel. Remember
so we're
the camel?
here. We're going here. To
Oh,
nothing?
we're gonna go down to an undiscovered square.
Oh, fucking shit! No.
This one.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, there's additional encounters that I haven't used.
Mm.
Oh boy.
All right.
Sure. You guys hit. You guys are gonna go further south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the unexplored hex.
Yeah.
You guys find. Give me a survival check or a perception check.
I'll do perception.
19. 21.
36.
I did.
36.
38.
You guys find nothing of interest as you're walking.
Oh boy.
But night falls and the desert weather changes quickly, and it asks for you guys to
It's cold.
make camp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we doing watches tonight?
What?
You guys feel slightly lonely now that little Ernie is gone.
Watches.
Watches, you know, at night, taking shifts to watch so bandits don't come up or, you know, divs don't sneak their way into your camp and curse you.
I mean, that actually happened during watch, so.
Whoops. I mean, I never had to watch as well. I was traveling alone in the desert.
You never slept.
I never slept, I guess.
I don't understand ANCAP. I'll take first watch.
Okay.
17 plus 5, 23.
Is anyone taking second watch?
I sure hope so, because I'm going to bed.
Nobody's
Are
here.
you gonna wake anybody up?
I'll just put Rodrigo out.
No.
When Chief goes to bed, I go to converse with ANCAP.
Sure. So he stayed up to do watch.
The whole night, though?
No, until but you don't know when he went to bed. If you're, did you stay up while he did watch?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you do watch on his watch?
Oh, I did walk.
So
in
you're
here
gonna
to
walk
watch.
over to Ankep's tent. Ankep, did you go to bed?
Yes.
Yeah. So
So I'm gonna wake you up.
Chief is sleeping.
If someone wanted me to do watch, I would hope
Is
they would
Chief
wake me
sleeping,
up.
Or is he just like, well, apparently ANCAP doesn't fucking do watch.
No, what I imagine what happened is you saw Olive's tent move,
Yeah.
and then you were like, okay, I'm going to
Fucking
bed.
peace.
Yeah, and then you fell asleep.
So. Okay.
As a side note, Chief, can you give me a perception check?
Oh, that's not all right. That's 26.
You notice on the side of Benjamin's neck is a small little lump.
Holy shit!
Oh boy.
It's not a one-handed hydra anymore.
All right, all of you go to Ankep's.
Yes. And I awaken him, I hope. ANCAP.
Hello.
And look at my Google search that I just did.
How did you?
I googled, can snakes get tumors?
ANCAP, I'm leaving tonight.
You're leaving where?
I'm going back.
Why?
I can't do this. I'm racked with guilt leaving her behind, and I feel at fault.
Why do you feel at fault? We.
Because what if they were going to take me instead, and then because I said no to them, because I said no, and because they asked me about the party, what if it's my fault in some way? I can't live with myself and keep going.
Damn it.
Fucking emotions.
Just sleeping. I'm just like sobbing.
Why did you tell me?
Because, do you really think I could talk to Chief about this tonight?
I mean, is he not still awake? Is he not watching
No,
things?
He's sleeping. Once he finished watch and I heard him sleep, I came out. And he's gonna kill me, but I can't. I can't sleep. And I don't want to keep hexing myself to sleep.
Especially because it only works for 12 minutes at a time.
Just cackle. I just,
And Bork's stomach's been upset and he's shitting everywhere. And I know it's because he's feeding off of my emotions right now. And if it was another party member, I would do the same thing.
I don't disagree, but we're too far in. It's
I know, but what do we do?
we're a week away. If If she is still alive, I
feel
doubt she's there anymore.
Where would she be now?
Either she's escaped and she's making her way towards us already, or
She's in fucking hell.
like,
I feel like that should be me.
well, I mean, you still got to think about yourself in situations, and you did.
True.
I don't think there's anything you could have done differently. And there is no way without Chief we can do anything in that tomb, in that Sphinx.
Especially not since I got this belt.
What?
The belt they give him +6 strength.
Oh, that's right.
It's a good belt.
This is a belt.
It's just literally
could
full
take-
of
you could take the
steroids
Sphinx
and needles.
Piece by piece apart.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna curl up outside your tent then. Like a dog.
Sure.
I can't sleep alone with Bork shitting everywhere.
Well, just don't have him in your tent.
You can't sleep outside. He'll walk away.
He'll leave me.
Or
Well,
be
we-
eaten.
But you have an extra tent.
Neith's
What?
tent.
Neith's tent.
I couldn't do that. I'm already so guilty. I can't use hers for this shit. This is terrible.
I come back to you guys, and there's a bunch of pig shit in the house.
I'm crying and wandering around like a psycho. Everything's going.
I would hope you would-
Everything's literally going to shit. Everything's going to shit.
I'd hope you'd clean it out before you gave it back to her.
Yeah.
I mean, you did puke on her last time you saw
It
her.
did.
Do you want that to be your last interaction?
Well, it wasn't. I don't. No. No, no, it wasn't. Because we argued a bit.
We
but-
argued about you puking on me.
Yeah. Poop everywhere.
Are you guys still talking, or are you just gonna?
I'm curled up outside the tent now.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Cool. You sleep? Neat. Do you walk back to your room?
Yeah.
You find this the chest is still closed, and yeah, it's up to you what you want to do.
I'm gonna. Oh, shut up! Stop talking. I'm gonna open the chest.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take the scroll out.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit cross-legged on the little mat, cot, sad, pathetic bed thing.
Sure.
I'm gonna stare at it for a minute. I'm gonna take a really big sigh, and it's like a scroll. So is it
Yep.
like two scrolls that open like this?
Yeah, it's like this.
I'm gonna poke at one of them until it opens like slightly.
Sure. It opens. The letters on it aren't legible when you first look at them. Will you stare at them longer to try to deduce what they say?
No, I'm gonna sigh and I'm gonna open the fucking scroll.
Sure. You open up the scroll. The letters are gibberish. Give me a linguistics check.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good linguistics check. That's an 18.
Trying to read it at first, it makes no sense. This seems to have no sort of actual language to it. But the further you get into reading it, the more it seems to actually have a structure, and there seems to be comprehension. And it makes sense. It speaks of a world tinged in darkness, hidden away, forgotten and untouched by time. And before you can get further, you feel yourself sinking deep into a black ocean, and through the scripture, there's a tendril that straps itself into your mind, and you enter, and you start to read the Dark Tapestry. And with that, we're going to call it a night.